This is Michael Gerace with Michelangelos Services Inc. It is February 13th, 2026. We are performing a waistline inspection of the cast iron under the bathrooms, from what I understand. We're going to run down and take a look at the piping. We're on top of the roof and there's a 3-inch cast iron roof vent here. And there's the backyard area. And here's the front yard area. Kind of windy, everything wants to blow away up here. We're going to go ahead and wipe down our camera lens. Wipe off our camera lens, we get a good picture. Okay, insert our camera right into the roof vent. I'm going to zero out our camera monitor right at the opening. And we're going to begin pushing through. Usually we have some cobwebs, as we do in the vent, which is very common. You can't see a lot. Once I get into the waistline down at the bottom, when we hit the bottom, it usually clears up. Take a look. And still got some cobwebs, so we're going to pull back up, try and wipe this down, and hopefully we knocked enough of the cobwebs out of the way that we drop back down again, you'll be able to see everything clearly. I got quite a bit of debris on here going down into the line. Okay, we're going to try it again. We're going to set our camera right at the opening, zero out our camera monitor one more time. We're going to begin dropping down the roof vent. Now, as you can see, we knocked a lot of the cobwebs and everything out of the way. We may have some debris at the bottom of the turn as well that may kind of cloud our camera. We may have to end up running some water, try and clear this out. Now we're making a turn. Okay, now we're into the waistline. Now this waistline is cast iron pipe and fittings. A waistline is primarily the same thing as a sewer line. The waistline is inside the perimeter of the foundation. They call it a waistline. It carries waste, paper, anything else goes down, toilets, showers, sinks. Then once it gets approximately 2 feet outside the foundation of the house, they deem it the sewer line. It's the same line. But in here, we'll take a look. We were told that there may be some cracks in the line. I want to see. And we get a little bit of buildup. We got some water. We're holding a little bit of water right there, and looks like part of the bottom right in here we're dropping down, and I have a feeling that the bottom is pretty much gone right there in the waistline. Got quite a bit of debris in here. A lot of corrosion, buildup. Going to continue to run out. Continue to run out. Now we're running out. We're running out past the bathroom areas. We're into some pretty clean water there. Got a shift right here a little bit where we have a joint. We have a joint right there, and then we have have probably what would be, this is a section of ABS plastic. I'm going to pull back a little bit. We've got some water in here. Again, we can maybe rinse our camera lens off a little bit better. Okay, and then we have the cast iron to ABS plastic. Then we transition to vitreous clay. We're going to go down, we're going to locate this area, we're going to try and take a look and see if we can locate a clean out. And then we'll have a better idea. Give me 1 second, we're going to put our locator on and we're going to pause our video and audio for a moment. Okay, we located the clean outs out in front. We're going to have Landon take a look and just flush both toilets for me so that we can rinse this line real good. So we got water coming through. Rinse our camera off real well. Once the water dissipates, we can get a better look at the line coming back. The water's pretty much dissipated. We're going to go ahead and start pulling back now toward our vent. We got a little bit of an offset where they put the clean out in, not terrible. We're going to let the water drain down a little bit more. As you can see at the bottom, it's got a little bit of a rut where the water goes through, and you got quite a bit of buildup and scaling, corrosion adhered to the sides of the pipe. We're just going to wait for another minute because I want to take a good look at the areas right as we drop down into the roof vent. We made our turn with the waste piping under the bathroom. Couldn't tell in one area. It looked like the piping may have had a small bad area in the cast iron right as we made the turn. Wait another minute for that water to drain down. As we're pulling back, we don't catch as much debris and get it on the camera lens, so it's easier for us to see, especially when we've got it good and clean like this. I'm going to pull back slowly. It looks like the piping's all intact. It is old cast iron. I'm not sure what the age of the house is. Probably in the 60s. May need to descale the line, descale this line, and possibly epoxy this line. Again, we're pulling back toward our vent. You can see where it's kind of dark at the bottom right here. I believe that's just a lot of the debris and scale that is broken off, and that's the piping. I don't see any holes. If that was a hole, we'd have a major problem. We do go into water right here a little bit. I think this is part of the area that I was talking about where we go down into water and we come out of the water. So it's holding water right there, and that could be holding water just because of the debris, because generally if you have a hole in there this camera is going to drop down in there. Now coming back toward our vent. Now we're going to be coming up our vent. So I don't see any breaks. I don't see any breaks. I don't see any major cracks or anything. The piping is in poor condition, but I've seen worse. It's kind of hard to see when we're pulling up the vent because there's water on the camera lens. Makes it difficult to see. But we will assess everything. We'll also take a look at other things to try and figure out maybe where the odor is coming from. That will complete the waistline inspection from the roof. Thank you.